Okay, so this was the very first tree of life that I did, and I wanted to create out of my imagination. Ooh, wrong way, sorry, getting this. And so I wanted the light source really to be at the top and the bottom, but then I added in these orbs, and I think maybe they were just a bit big. Actually, next time I make them smaller. I actually like having the light at the bottom and the top too. I
Beautiful.
do. So yeah, I might change that. Okay, so but this time I'm doing it on a bigger canvas, and I am going to change my background color to be darker. So I'm gonna go into like deep purples and pinks and try that. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. We'll see. But I also wanted to show you guys my dragon so far because um I have gotten some druzy crystals and I want I wanted to add them on. So I don't know if you can see that let me just, can I spotlight? There we go. Okay, so I started adding these crystals on
Wow.
and gold flakes, and it's not quite done. I'm not real happy with the placement of them, so I'm going to keep going and playing with it and adding more. I put these light orbs in that I really liked, and then I thought, oh, I'll put the crystals around the light orbs, and then I feel like I wrecked it a little bit, but that's okay, I'll fix it. Can always, okay, sorry, there, okay. So yeah, I'm having fun with these crystals, and I can make pictures of them. I'm going to keep going with that. Maybe I'll add some on here. It's really quite different. I've never done that before. I'll remove the spotlight for a minute and let's get settled in. I don't have my candle or anything. But Karen, you were just chit-chatting and I'm not ready. So if you want to light a candle and get your space ready, we are going to just get ourselves into the tree of life, and I will get this. Where's me? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna get my candle. Touch my canvas a little bit. Okay. We'll just settle in here for a minute to reconnect. taking some nice long deep breaths as you close your eyes. Breathing in deeply, right down to the bottom of your belly. You stretch out your rib cage, your tummy, and go with a big sigh at your own pace. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. When you're ready, come back to your normal breathing pattern. Bring your awareness into your heart space, in that full light in your heart. And let that light grow with each breath. Beautiful, bright light. Let it keep growing and expanding all around you. And feel yourself standing on the earth. Feel that column of light from your heart go down into Mother Earth. See the heart of Mother Earth down in the center, deep down where the sacred waters flow, down into her sanctuary. Yourself connect with her. Her beautiful heart light that comes up into us, into your heart, into the trees all around the world, the biggest and tallest trees that reach down the deepest into the earth, touch her heart, and how they bring that light up for all of us to, for all the other trees and plants. They hold the connection with Mother Earth. Imagine the earth, these big, old, ancient trees placed around the earth with their direct connection to the heart of Mother Earth. And all the root system spreading out, connecting to other trees that connect to other trees. All of their roots, even the smallest fibrous ones, spreading through the earth, creating this golden network of life deep in the earth. And they, just like us, have this conscious connection with the earth and with the cosmos. They and us are the bridge between heaven and earth, between the heart of the universe and the heart of Mother Earth. Each tree holds its own heart, pulsing energy. We could not survive without them. They are here to hold space for us, finding one of these trees and walking up to it, placing your hands on the tree. Feel so much love and gratitude for how they give to us, how they hold the light. Feel your connection to this tree. And as we paint today, we're going to honor this tree. Get gratitude and appreciation. Breathe into this tree. And sit with your spine against the tree or hug the tree, whatever you feel is right within you. And holding this energy, we're going to come back slowly. Coming back. In our painting together. And as you paint this tree, just know that more information will come to you, more downloads. When you're ready, open your eyes. Come back. When I look at this image, it's like, oh, I want to paint that.
Beautiful.
All right. I can leave it up there if you want, but no, I can't actually. I have to spotlight. I don't know if I can spotlight and no, I can't do both. I can't do both. Sorry. The pattern around it, though, that geometry around it, too. Cool.
That's beautiful.
All right. It is beautiful. I'm going to spotlight this time so I can do this right. Last time I said to Karen, I forgot to spotlight my image. So then every time we were talking, it wasn't on canvas, and poor people that watched the replay didn't get much painting guidance. So I am going to start with my background. You guys feel free at this point to do any writing if you want. Right on here. Maybe a prayer of gratitude to the trees for all they give. Like that visual there, that was new coming through. That connection of how they hold space for humans. That was beautiful. And feel free, as we are painting here, to talk about anything you actually learned from your drawings of trees this week or this past couple weeks. What's come through for you? What's different? I'd love to hear because I know you guys were enjoying that. All right. I'm going to step up here. Your trees are gorgeous, you guys. Do you have an idea of what you're painting? Are you following me?
I have so many trees that I love, and I did about 5 or 6 of them this week. So I'm going to enjoy following you and letting that happen and then see where it goes. So my input there.
Okay. Thank you. I know I have a shadow here. Sorry, I cannot seem to find a way to get rid of that shadow without moving the light in the center of my room. Maybe I need to move my easel into the center of my room. Ha! There's a brilliant idea. Not today. Okay, so I have a black and white photo of a tree that I'm going to use as my guidance. So it's going to be a little different than other tree of life where my other tree of life was in the center. I'm going to have this one kind of on an angle. So I'm going to start by putting a light source here. So I'm going to start with some white and just throw some on my canvas in the corner to keep it nice and bright. And yeah. And then I'll throw in a little yellow down here. As we move down. First coat is kind of messy. So I'm using just white and my Nicolazzo yellow because I love the glow that it gives, and it's kind of a warm glow. And then I'm going to move in a little magenta and bring this down. Oh, Jack. I'm gonna have to just put my dog out. A little Jack Russell, I think he's not feeling well and he keeps needing to go outside frequently. So, and it's very, very cold out. So don't let me fit out there. So I'm just gonna do that quick, but I'm gonna be moving from magenta into purple and go darker as I go down. What I'm using for my purple is Prism Violet, Liquitex Violet, and the pink is Liquitex Quinacridone Magenta. I'll be right back. Okay. And I probably should be using a bigger brush, but I like these softer brushes. Oh my gosh, barking to come in already. Mm. I'm gonna throw in some, this is just Artist Loft phthalo blue. And I don't usually use Artist Loft, but I don't mind them. But I like this blue. I like how it blends with purples and other colors. And I'm gonna come down into black at the bottom because I'm gonna make my tree white and I want it to really stand out. But this blue is really pretty, like when it mixes with purple and when it mixes with black too. It's quite pretty. So how's your week going, you guys? You're so quiet. What's going on? Nobody? How's the weather in Hawaii?
Well, it's been a little, not actually stormy, but more like a lot of high surfs and surgy. So it's been really beautiful, but
Ah, and you haven't
a
had
little,
any
little
earthquakes
cooler.
or anything
Nice.
there?
A what?
You haven't had any earthquakes there,
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah,
did you?
yeah. The last time we
When
were
was that?
there's a 6.1 um, about a month ago. I was hoping
Oh,
it meant the volcano was going to start flowing again, but it
oh,
hasn't. The last time we were here, we
Karen.
were at a beach and the sand started vibrating, and my grandkids were like, "Grandma, what's happening?" happening, you know. And then that night the volcano started to flow, and it was a pretty
Oh,
unexpected flow too, in an area that hasn't had any activity for a really long time. And no, very little damage was done. So it was really nice to get to see that and be here for the whole thing.
oh, cool. Karen saying they had a earthquake yesterday, right?
Oh, in Boise?
Yeah, we had a small earthquake yesterday here. It was about a 4 point something, I think.
Was it near the epicenter, or was it?
It was about 50 miles from Boise. Excuse me, but we could feel it.
Cool. Have you had that before?
The last big earthquake we had was in 2020, and it was a 6 point something. So it'll be interesting to see. We're kind of on a fault here, so.
Yeah, yeah. We went away for could really
What was
feel
that?
I said we went to Maui for 10 days. That's where I was last time. It was
Yeah.
very hard being there. The fires have really taken the toll on the island, and the energy was needing some uplifting. But and that's what I was gonna do. There's
That
a
was so
place
hard.
called yeah, it was. Oh God.
I
But
mean, Highness, just so incredibly beautiful. But I hear the banyan trees growing back.
we did not line up because just didn't want to be, in there of it all, because that's such that whole downtown area. I think I would have lost it. But we did go up to, have you hiked in the Io Valley? And some trees up there, and this river that I've been told is the heart of the mother. So that's what I'm going to be painting with on this tree of life. Is I took a little bottle of water out of the stream to use for this painting, and I just
Oh my gosh.
remember. Yeah. So
It's such a magical place. Oh my gosh. The energy there is amazing.
it is. It is.
When I was 18, I went to Hawaii. Oops. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. I went to Hawaii and I lived on the island of Maui for a summer.
Oh.
And hung out. I actually met my first husband there. And and we have a daughter together. Anyway, so hearing about the banyan tree and all of, like what happened in Lahaina really was very difficult to hear, because I have a lot of beautiful memories from that time.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, my heart broke for them.
Yeah. Me too.
We had fires in Lincoln City 3 years ago, and our town is still recovering from that. I have clients, I think 3 or 4 personal clients that had their houses completely burned down during the fires, but we lost, I think, close to 300 or 400 homes.
Wow.
And that's a lot for our small community. It was very scary. I thought I was gonna die. So
Oh,
it was like, oh my gosh, our little town it's one way in and one way out. And one of the directions out, actually 2 ways in, 2 ways out, north and south along Highway 101. And I can tell you, you could only go south, and the smoke was so thick, you could barely breathe. And it was really frightening.
wow.
Yeah. And there was no direction. We were so unprepared. All that we'd had a big windstorm come through and knock down power lines. And then the fires started because of power lines and just devastated our town. So I can
Wow.
relate to not wanting to go to Lahaina right now and use up any of their resources, because people don't understand how hard that is.
How, what's the population there, Lincoln City?
It's probably, we're probably 20,000. When I moved here, it was probably maybe 6,500. So it's grown quite a bit in the last 40 years. So,
Yeah.
but it's
Wow,
still
that
pretty
is-
small. On the weekends, we can get like, 50,000-60,000 people coming in.
Right, because you're right on the coast.
Right.
How far south is Lincoln City on the coast?
So out of Portland, we're 2 hours heading south,
South?
southwest.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I have to look it up on the map. Maybe stop and see you this summer.
That would
Might be a place to stop and have get a B&B or something along our route. I'll have to see, because I still have to book a few more
You'll definitely,
places along there.
you'll definitely
Sorry?
on your way to California, you're definitely going to drive through Lincoln City. It's an incredibly beautiful place.
Oh,
Karen,
great,
have you driven
good.
here
I mean,
since we had our fires?
What year was that?
It was 2020. Yeah, 2020 or 21. I guess it was 21. It was, we were in the midst of the pandemic, so it was that summer. It happened in September.
We haven't been back. We usually stay in Depot Bay, but I don't think we've been back since COVID. So,
Yeah.
but we are heading in your direction this summer in August, so we'll have to connect.
Yeah, definitely so. Yeah, it changed the landscape. I'm still like, every time I drive out of town, I still am just kind of like, wow, if you didn't know what it looked like before, it's changed a lot. They haven't, they haven't really replaced all the places, Unfortunately, it hit an area where there's probably the most poverty, an area that just, there was a lot of manufactured homes and just, just, it's just a harder place to be in. I don't know. Anyway, it was difficult. There was a couple different places hit. The place where my friends lost their homes was called Highland Estates, and they have a little nicer area. So, but it's diverse, definitely. There's a lot there. It's not an easy place to anymore to try and make a living. It's changed a lot.
Oh, that's too bad.
It is too bad. It is. It's, you know,
Tough time, and especially, we were around COVID too. So that would be really hard for the whole community.
it's been a
I'm just
struggle.
going to, yeah, I'm just going to mute myself because I'm going to turn my hair dryer on. Okay. So.
Jill, we usually stay in Depot Bay.
I love
Um,
it.
And then we always go to Lincoln City and Newport when we're there.
Yeah,
The
Depot Bay,
last
beautiful.
the last time I was in Depot Bay, there was a blue whale, I think, or an orca. Can't
Mhm.
remember. And it was a mother and a baby calf, and they were just swimming right outside this restaurant and they were just spiraling. It was the coolest thing right there off
Yeah.
the cliff. It was so incredible.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing to see that.
That's the thing we've been seeing is so many whales here that we come every year, and I've been amazed at the number of whales that are here this year.
Yeah, it's a little early yet for them to start, kind of really showing up, but we have had a couple that have, there was maybe a sperm whale that came up on the beach not too long ago. That happens every once in a while. It's kind of rare. It doesn't happen a lot, thank heavens.
Okay, I'm gonna start my second note here. And in this coat, I'm probably gonna add some glaze.
Well, Miami has been quiet here.
Ah,
It's not hurricanes or anything, so we're enjoying the cold weather between 60 and 75. So we are feeling great here right now.
oh, that would be lovely.
Yeah, it's nice weather. Just we go to the beach a little bit, and so it's a nice weather, and it's nice
Oh.
weather to be outside all the time.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah.
Super cold here. Yesterday and today. This is our spring. It's like back and forth between winter. We had it was like With the wind yesterday, I think it was like -20 or something
Wow.
Celsius. So it's like just too cold right now. We're enjoying some really nice, warmer, sunny days. And then winter came back, but it's supposed to ease up a bit tomorrow. Today's going to be cold again still, but I'd love to be in Miami or Hawaii right now. My
Come
sister
on over.
messaged me yesterday. She said she's going to she got an invite from a friend who has a boat and has invited her to Bahamas, girls only, for a week. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. So she's heading to Bahamas this week to be
Wow.
there. I'm like, that would be really nice.
We met a lady from Toronto.
Ah, cool.
We were comparing notes about how cold it is.
Yeah,
She
they've been
was
getting some
really happy
nasty
to-
weather. Yeah. That's where my sister is kind of from, that area. So the second code is where I work more on blending my colors, so they're a little softer.
So Janet, you don't mind if we copy your art? I have been watching
Not at all.
the art that you did, the elephant and all the others that you have done. So you don't mind if we copy?
No, I don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, I watched yesterday
Everybody
the
has it.
elephant.
Did you? Yeah, that elephant. Where did I put it?
Yeah,
Is-
it's just beautiful. I say, oh wow. And
I added on to it.
or really after?
Yeah, just a bunch of different like
Mm.
designs on top of them.
Oh wow. Yeah. So where did you watch the trees? Where did all of you put your trees? That you say you saw them? Do they share in, because it's still not in the group of Facebook?
Some of mine are
Oh, okay. But
on the
is that small group or in the big group? Because I follow the
Yes.
big group.
smaller group, I think.
Oh, look at the elephant. How beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I just kept adding to him as the year went on. So yeah, he's fun. So you're in the group, right, Anna?
No, I look, you say you send me the invitation, but I look on all of the emails that I have from you and I haven't found the invitation to join the small group.
Okay, I'm going to send it again.
Maybe,
I did send it in the original, but I'll do it again. It's even if you search on Facebook, it's called the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic Membership.
Okay. Okay. Then I look into membership.
And just and then request to join, but I'll get that link for you. Sorry, Anna.
Okay. No, it's okay. I will look. I saw you already have 900 people. Congratulations.
Oh, that's thank you. That's the Soulfully Aligned Women. That one is the open public, well, not open, it's private, but it's a public one.
Yeah.
The Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic membership is just for you guys and anyone in the certification program.
Oh, okay. So I have to look into that one then.
Now that I thought I put the link in the Teachable too, but I can send it to you, Anna.
Okay, no,
I'm so
I will
sorry.
look. I will look then. I haven't really.
Yeah, it's okay. And my phone is recording right now, so I can't look at the moment.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I look later. That's fine.
Get to my tree today. Get this background done. When you sink into drawing or painting your tree of life, also think of the abundance of what the trees bring, abundance of everything, like abundance of, the physical, the air, the nutrients, the shelter, everything like that. But also think like abundance in all ways. The tree of life, whenever I've pictured it, it's always been like with jewels and crystals and trinkets on it. And, love just loves to be it's very attracted to the tree of life. So the animals, the butterflies, the bees, the insects, like they just and creatures, even all animals would gather around this tree because it exudes life force energy. And it's a magnet for us to full energy. So the one way to make your lights really glow brightly is actually the darks around it. So if you want your brights to look brighter, your highlights to look brighter, deepen your shadows around it. Little trick for painting. Okay. So this blending part is kind of a pain in the butt, but I mean, if you're relaxed and you're not, it's fun to play. And I want to take away a little bit of the circular look. You guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. It's saying my internet is unstable. It's probably because I've got both my camera and my computer. But just take your time with this stitch because you can still do more in the background after, but this is makes it easier if there's no hard lines, like your blending is kind of back and forth between the colors. The glazing helps. Using it. Oops. There. That was one. Going with any mission and vision statements from last week. We'll talk about it more tomorrow, but just guess if you're stuck anywhere or flying through.
It is helping me a lot
we
to focus, but it's a entity unto
daunting.
its. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm feeling like, oh, I have no idea what I'm doing, and so, but it's helping me, really hone in on what it is I want.
Well,
But,
good. Yeah, it's a start, right? You start somewhere and then you will tweak it as you go along. But that's okay because it's, yeah. Thanks, Mary, for saying that.
yeah, it gives me some kind of structure to go from. That's the nice thing about it, is I have that structure. But man, I really need to. I have, I think you were saying somewhere about 60,000 thoughts in a day, and
Yeah.
filtering through them and
Yeah.
discovering what really resonates, and yeah.
And it's so easy. There's so much going on around us. Like when you're watching other people and their creations online too, it's really easy to get in a, a muddled place.
Yeah.
But even just for your life, right? Your life in general.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tomorrow kind of continues as though you're kind of on the roll with that part. You don't have to have it completely nailed down, but that you're getting closer to, you know, what would my business or mission be in life? And it doesn't have to be a business. It can be just bringing more of you into your own work, right? So we don't have to change everything in our life. It's clearer on who we are and the gifts that we bring here. So looking forward to that. All right. Finally getting this to the point where
For me has been very interested because it's like I have really never defined all these things. So it's like a wow. I have all these ideas, but I haven't really defined all of them. So has been really good to write
oh,
and
good.
to think about all those things that I have really never think about. So
Awesome.
I go slow, but I think it's getting more clear every time I look at the papers. I go, oh, okay, it's getting clear. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so it is like a growth process, an unfolding kind of thing, right?
Yes, like that.
I'm using a lot of glaze on the top here, like the bottom is dry and this top part, and I'm just kind of trying to glaze over with some colors to take those lines away, those circular lines, because I just want it to be a soft glow that moves from light to dark. Oh, got it. And this is seriously a part that a lot of people struggle with Karen, I'm sure you find when you're teaching too in your groups that people are like, how do you blend, right? How do you do this?
Yes, absolutely.
Have you guys ever got your human design done? Or do you know what
No.
that is? So,
I've heard about it, but I've never done it.
okay. Okay. Jill, have you got yours or do you know?
I've had some different things like that done. I don't know if it's exactly human design, but I've had well, let's see. What was at Whitney's retreat, we were talking about the
When Jen was talking about the human design.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I've had something done like that, yes.
Okay.
It's been a while ago.
Like Gene Key.
Yeah, I've had my gene partially done. But yes. I mean, there's so much to
Okay.
it. There's a lot
Yeah.
to the gene keys.
There is the human design chart. Well, let me just check. Anna, and have you ever had it's like an astrology reading, but it's a human design.
Not really. I know a friend had it, and we talk about something about being. I don't remember a generator, something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So just a little bit because we were reading about, but I haven't done it with somebody else that knows. So it's just between a friend
Okay.
that we talk about.
Karen?
Nope, I haven't had it done.
Okay.
I've heard
So-
about it, but I have not had it.
So it reminds me to talk about this tomorrow too. but if you're interested in kind of knowing more about it, what you need to do is go online to human design, like my human design chart, or just Google it, and you can get your chart for free. But what you do need is you need your birth date, the place you were born, and the time if you have it. Now, if you don't have it, if you know you're born in the morning or at night, that's all you need to know. And if like you could put in time in the nighttime or evening, or a time in the morning, or you could just put 12 noon in if that feels resonant for you. And you'll get your chart. And it would be really helpful to know your chart, or to have your chart printed off or saved in a document so that we can talk about it, because it's something that actually I'm looking at going deeper into the training for it so that I can help people more. But it's amazingly helpful when you're getting to know yourself, your strengths, your gifts, how you work best, like your most efficient ways of working in the world. What, it's very, very helpful, I found. And so you'll find out if you're a projector, a generator, a reflector, a manifestor generator, or a manifester. And they're all like, is all fine. One is not better than the other. And then you'll also get your profile lines. And your profile lines are incredibly revealing for how you work best, especially in business and online. So I've been taking courses on this, and I'm happy to help out and share for you guys. So if you get your human design chart online, and it will have all the information on like one sheet of paper. It's very similar. You can also get your astrology chart online for free. And I have both of mine, and I've worked very closely with them over the last year, and it's been incredibly helpful to stay in my own lane of what works for me, what's for me, doing things my way. And so, yeah, if you guys can do that before tomorrow, that would be really an interesting conversation to have too.
So it's what it says, it's a human design chart that we look into.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I can actually go, well, and one of the ladies in the other group, she actually does human design readings and stuff. So she has a website too. You can go anywhere online and get your human design chart information. It's very, very interesting to see where we're at. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself again and dry this and start to get my tree in here. Okay, just need some fresh water. So the reason I went really dark was this tree of life. Um, it's wonderful, it's glowy and everything, but my tree didn't stand out as much as I wanted it to. Oh, we got grainy. So I really wanted my tree to pop out when I painted in white. So I'm going to start with white, maybe a little bit of purple in my tree, but keep it mainly white, draw in my branches. And then everything that I put in, like when I add my orb in and around the tree, when I add in these filaments of light everywhere, they're going to pop out more on the dark than they would on the lighter orange. So let me just get some fresh water. One thing I've noticed with trees, and maybe you guys did this week too, is that when you start to paint them, um, they take on a life of their own.
That's what's been so fun is I never know how they're gonna turn out. I start painting and like you said, they just kind of create themselves.
They do. All the little nooks and crannies and twists and turns. It's very cool.
You're a good girl, Zanny.
So I always just start with just some lines and then build out from that. And I love making my trees a little bit twisted. But twisted trees.
We gotta blow this dry, little Susan, little boony bone. Oops, I realized I had it on when I was talking to my cats.
Oh, it's cute. Okay, Jack needs soda again. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's go. How are you doing? Any questions or anything? You guys good? You're totally immersed in your painting and I hope that's what it is and you're not just bored silly and staying because you're being polite.
I'm getting ready to go to the other side of the island today and we have to leave pretty soon. So I'm kind of cleaning up my painting mess and enjoying
Right.
the process. So I will probably
Well,
be checking here early if I can pull myself
okay.
away.
Where are you headed?
We're headed over to Hilo. Um, it's on the other side of the big island. Just for the night, some friends are doing a big music event and we're headed over to
Oh,
participate.
fun. You have a lot of people you know down there?
Yeah. Well, yes, not a lot, but a few. I grew up with a gal whose family was from Hawaii.
Mhm.
She separated and go, and so her and her husband, we always see them, and then we have a friend from Missoula who bought her family. They had a little plantation home, and she bought it when her mom. They're friends in Missoula, but we see them over here more than we do in Missoula. And then
Okay.
we've met a couple people through music and through diving, and so and they all seem to be in Hilo, so we try to go over a couple times when we're here just to visit.
Nice.
Yeah. And the music event happens to be on a Tuesday night. So
Oh, okay.
be together here. And I will
Mhm.
see you tomorrow morning, hopefully.
Yeah, depending on how good the music event
Yeah.
is, maybe.
They don't say like in Hawaii. It's kind of fun. It's like the sun goes down at 6:30. Goes to bed, but music probably later 9:30. Not
Okay. Hey, well,
huge.
you have fun.
Okay,
Guys,
thanks. You guys too.
yeah. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So I'm just using a little bit of the purple here with the white. And I find that I need to stop for a minute because my paint is getting sticky. I'll let it dry a little bit and do some more. But I find that as I just play with a highlight and a shadow, the tree shape starts to take form. And yeah, it's starts to get its own little nooks and crannies and twists and turns. Go get Jack in.
Janice, how do you do the orbs? Do you just do
Mm,
the white and the glaze?
yeah, I'll show you. I'll do one right now. So yeah, start with uh mostly glaze and just a little touch of paint. So let me just clean my brush a bit here. So mostly glaze and a touch of paint, and I'm gonna Let me do one over here, maybe. Where do I want my orbs? Oh, maybe I'll do one up here. So, and I'm going to just take my paint and create a circle that's got too much paint on it. I wipe my brush off a bit. Create this is going to end up being like the glow around it. Ooh, that was a spiral. That's cool. And let it kind of fade out at the edges, make the edges really soft. I don't know if you can even see that, but it's just like a smudge to start with, right?
Yeah, I can see that, definitely.
Okay, and let it dry, right? So you let that dry and you do it again, a little smaller, but make sure it blends out at the edges. Okay, so then the second one is touch more paint maybe and glaze and do it again. And then when that dries, a touch more paint, a little less glaze, do it again, right? So it's probably about 7 or 8 layers. And till you get to, and your circle keep getting smaller as you go. Each layer, your little circle is a little smaller, right? Until you get to the very last part where you're taking pure white, no glaze, and making it like a pinpoint in the middle. So
Awesome, thank you. I'm gonna play with that.
yeah, it takes a lot of playing. It took me quite a while, and even still, I feel like I have lots of room for improvement. Like my first ones, I made them too big. Like I feel like these were too big because I didn't want them as dominant as the top and the bottom glow. So if I'd have just made them just a little smaller, and then at the end, you can take a tiny touch of yellow with a dot of red or magenta to make it like a warm glow around it with glaze. So that's important too. But in my, oops. And here's my giraffe with a few more. You can see they're just almost like bubbles, right? So you could even make them into bubbles. That's always
So
fun.
it looks
But
so beautiful.
different sizes. Oh, thank you. I quite love this giraffe. I love this
Oh,
expression. It's just
they're
so
just
peaceful.
beautiful. Hmm.
So and then I haven't posted this one, but I added some orbs into this one too. So you can see these ones were more spirals than orbs, but to get that glowy look around it, that's that same process, right? And even in the corner here, same process for up here. It's like white glaze, white with more glaze and bringing it out and putting some rays of light down, which is really, you have to be courageous with that part. Once you get your tree in, have fun. Just play. However you want your painting to look. I'm gonna add things in like I did on my other one. Maybe some insects, some dragonflies, some oops, um, bees. I love bees. Jewels. I'm just adding a little glow around my tree right now. I don't know if you guys do this, but I have quite a bit of paint on my palette. And gonna have to end here shortly, but I'll take my art journal and grab my art journal. And I'll just fill a page with my excess paint. So it doesn't go to waste and it becomes a background for playing some playful art journaling with my excess paint. So I'm going to do that in a minute. So I'm just gonna play with this tree more, defining the branches, and you guys know what you're doing. So okay. Well, you guys, I need to get going here. Thank you for painting with me. How are you doing? Can I see some of yours? Can you hold them up? If you, ooh, oh, I love those swirls. Karen, those are beautiful.
Your trees are
So
beautiful.
I said she should be illustrating, books, and I could just see kids' books, right? Oh, you got swirls too. I love it. Oh, look at
Oh
that
my
beautiful
gosh.
goddess in the middle. Oh, yes. Oh, that looks so clear. Like it feels like Anna. Like I just feel that open, spacious feeling when I look at that. Yeah. Oh, great. Thank you. You guys keep going and post them in the group for us so we can see. And yeah, it always takes me a long time to get to get these done. Painting another painting on Thursday with the other group. So but my goal is 2 per month, to finish 2 paintings per month. So that's my goal. So I'm going to try and do that, not this month, by the end of next month. I finished my 2 paintings for this month. It was my dragon, well, my dragon I'm playing with, and my stag. So
Yeah.
mhm. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Talk
See
to
you
you.
tomorrow.
You are so
guys.
awesome.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.